Welcome to Hospitality Live with Rupesh. Each week, we feature an industry leader that will share the latest trends and the best strategies to help you grow. Now, welcome your host, Rupesh Patel.
Myself onto the stage. Guys, good morning. Comment and let us know where you're watching from. This is episode number 73, and I am super excited because today we're doing actually something special, something unique. And we're doing something, well, actually we're recording this or going live on YouTube, LinkedIn, of course, and we're going live on Clubhouse. So guys, if you're not on Clubhouse, it's actually a drop-in, it's a brand new platform, social media platform where you drop into people's conversations. It's been amazing. I'm addicted to it. So hopefully you guys get the invite. I only have, I think, one more invite left for this. So if you're interested in jumping onto Clubhouse, please send me a DM and I'll see if I can try to get you an invite to the Clubhouse. Guys, welcome to the show. This is episode number 73, and comment and let me know where you're watching from, because now we're managing like 3 other things while we do this show live. So I'm like all over the place, but we're gonna make this happen. Last week we had internet problems, but guess what? This week we don't. If you see me, if it looks good, comment, let me know it looks good. You can hear me. This is episode number 73, guys. Productivity hacks part 3 for social media. You know, if you want to go back and listen to the other episodes, the other 2 episodes, they're all about productivity. We talked about tools. We talked about hacks on just daily life as far as work and life. That was the first episode. The second was about tools, and this one is about social media. Now you're on social media, you see a benefit for it, and so you know what's going on. And today we're going to share how to improve your posts, how to improve your content, discover social media tools to help improve your day, help improve your kind of what you do as far as posting. And hang on a second, let me make sure that we are still good to go on LinkedIn. Yes, we are, guys. All right, so let me bring up some people and see where people are listening from or watching from. All right, so we have people from, good morning from Grand Cayman. Awesome. Good morning, Richmond, Kentucky, Maryland, New York City, India. I love this. Qatar, Mauritius, Kentucky, Ohio, ATL in the house. Guys, good morning. Comment, let me know where you're watching from. We have Claremont, Florida in the house, Bangladesh. We have a lot of people. Twin Cities. Guys, good morning from Ontario, Canada. Awesome, guys. All right, so every week we talk about a mindset, and this week's mindset is, and I posted just this morning, it's about social media. So we're talking about social media, and I posted this morning, I said, allow other people's social media to inspire you, but not make you feel bad, right, about your own life. And if you believe that's true, hit the like button or comment and let me know, because it's super important that you look at your connections, your network, social media as inspiration. Like, they've done something. I want to become the #1 GM. I want to become the #1 hotel in the market because my friend is, right? And be inspired by these people, but don't feel bad because you're not there right now. Because listen, we're all in a different place in our life. We all are learning as we're growing. And so I think it's powerful when you can think that way as far as mindset, because when you start thinking of all the negative things like, oh yeah, why is he driving this? Or why does she have that? Or why is she on vacation? Or why is he doing this? And how could they afford these clothes? And these are all the things that were in the back of my mind a long time ago. And I was like, it was making me feel bad, right? It was putting me in a negative place in my life. And I feel like it was not helping me grow at all as a person. And so I had to shift my focus and really think of, like, you know what, that person's inspiring. They've done some great things, and be positive about that instead of all the negativity. And so that's my mindset this week. Guys, this episode is brought to you by smartguests.com. Yes, with an S at the end. Guys, get printed and digital tools to help increase your guest service scores, reviews, and optimize your operations. We've had a lot of people this past week order on smartguests.com. So go to smartguests. Somebody put that in the comments to open up your free account. There's a lot of things that you could do as far as just creating a QR code that's going to go somewhere on the website. And then, of course, like simple tools that like every employee, every team member, associate has their own business card at our hotels, right? It's super important when you can give out a business card that says, hey, I'm a part of this team, and then get something out of it as far as another reservation for a future stay or a review. Or, I mean, there's so many things that you could do to inspire. Go to smartguests.com to learn all the 50 plus tools that are on there, guys. Thank you so much to Smart Guests. All right, so every week we bring up Sarah Dandashy, and she is on.
Hey, good morning. All right, thanks so much for having me on.
How are you doing?
Doing okay. We've got Clubhouse going on in the background here, which is kind of fun.
Is it popping?
It's popping. We got a couple people on, so that's kind of cool.
Awesome. Well, let's get to the Hospitality Minute.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay.
Hi, I'm Sarah Dandashy from Ask the Concierge. Every week, I'll be sharing the latest hospitality and travel news and updates in a segment we like to call Hospitality Minutes.
All right, so what's going on in the world of hospitality?
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll go ahead and dive right into this. Last week, if you guys had tuned in, I talked about how the CDC had just recently announced that they are now requiring testing for all travelers coming back into the U.S. Well, that was great news, but it also left a lot of hotels and properties that are located outside of the U.S. really scrambling on how to work with this with travelers. So I wanted to quickly touch on this because after last week's show, a lot of these hotels ended up coming up with these new sort of initiatives. So especially in places in, for example, like Mexico and the Caribbean, they really, a lot of the business that they are actually getting are these U.S. travelers because it's one of the few options available for U.S. travelers. So a lot of these companies have actually come out that they are now offering for their hotel guests that they will cover the first test, the first COVID test for free. They can do it on site. And if any of their guests do happen to get a positive test result, they will cover their quarantine up to 14 days, which I have to say is a huge thing. It's a huge initiative. So some of the resorts that have been doing it, I mean, we've seen Sandals, Palladium, Melia, Planet Hollywood, Charisma as well too. So they've all really kind of stepped up to the plate to do that. Really interesting. And again, it's all food for thought to see who's going to be doing more of this moving forward. So moving on to our next topic, I thought this was actually kind of interesting because as, we're living in a world where people have masks, and especially if you are at a hotel, it's proven to be a little challenging, is that some people have found that it's a little tricky to maybe make that guest and employee connection while you're wearing masks. But a couple of hotels have actually done really unusual things to kind of break through that. So, for example, the Phoenician in Scottsdale, their human resource director actually came up with the idea of staff to wear photo badges. So basically, they're all wearing photo badges that includes a line about what makes them happy. So it all of a sudden is adding a little bit of this personal touch that a lot of these people feel like they kind of lost by having to wear masks. Another property was actually doing one where they basically get to wear creative masks. So I actually have a picture on the presentation of that where it's like, whether it's like a mustache or something. So again, it's just adding a little bit of something fun to it. So yeah, move on to the next one here. So airport hotels are contending with a drop in passengers. Well, no surprise here. Obviously, if you are an airport hotel or just even understanding how airport passenger traffic is down, naturally, a lot of these hotels that are located near major airports aren't doing that great in regards to business. So it's definitely proving to be a bit challenging for them, but they actually have come out that they are starting to slowly increase, and they're expecting that 2019 levels for occupancy, ADR, RevPAR will probably not get back up to what they were in 2019 until 2024. So again, it's just a different way to look at things, just to think about that, and especially something that's so closely tied to airports. So there you have it. That's it for today's Hospitality Minute. Hope you guys learned something new, and thank you as always for having me on, Rupesh.
Thank you, Sarah. We're trying this on Clubhouse, which is pretty cool, guys. There's a few people on Clubhouse, and guys, comment and let us know where you're watching from. If you're on LinkedIn or live on YouTube, which we are, I see a bunch of people on there, guys. All right, Sarah.
Yes.
You just told me this morning. You're like, I can't be on your show next week. I am going out of the country.
I am.
You feel safe going out of the country right now, as far as like across the ocean.
Yeah, it's a long flight. So just got word that I am going to be traveling to Portugal next week. I'll be working with a hotel there. So I am going for work. So I will say that, because right now, keep in mind that Europe and a lot of these countries are still closed to US travelers and for tourists. But I am going for work, so I will have the proper paperwork. So, by the way, I would definitely say watch my stories, and certainly I'll be back on here and I will share what that experience is like. But we'll have to make sure I'm tested beforehand. Again, have all the appropriate paperwork. But yeah, I feel a little bit like, okay, this is a big deal, but there are many smart ways to travel, and also keeping in mind what you do on the other end as well too. So. Testing the waters.
Well, listen, you do a great job every week, and we're going to record the Hospitality Minute for next week, maybe a few days before you leave. And that way, people that are so sad there, I think there's a bunch of people that are actually sad right now. You're not going to be live next week. Guys, if you love Sarah on the show, please hit the like button and comment that she does a great job, because, sometimes we all need some inspiration and we just need that love, that extra love, right? So, Sarah, thank you so much. Where can people find you?
You guys can find me everywhere online on social media. My handle is Ask a Concierge. That's on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, my website, askaconcierge.tv. And then also find me on Clubhouse because I know, Rupesh, you have a couple invites. I think I probably have like 3 or 4. So definitely connect with me if you have an Apple phone.
Yes, it's on Apple right now. And listen, there's probably a little bit over 1 million people that have joined in the last 6 months, but it really got popular at the end of December, and of course now January it's just blowing up. So this is gonna be the next big thing as far as social media. I'm addicted to it. I know a lot of other people are. I know, Sarah, you were on it for 4 hours yesterday, or maybe more than that. But it's amazing. So we're trying to bring more people into Clubhouse as far as the hospitality space. I think that's important when we can all learn like this form, like we're doing, to keep improving and keep helping each other to learn something, and some simple things like things that we're passionate about, like social media, right?
Yeah.
That is super helpful. And Sarah and I did a social media boot camp last week, and it was amazing. Shout out to all the people that joined the boot camp, and I loved that a few people were like, "This has changed my life." And Sarah, you heard the same thing. I got goosebumps when they said that, because they've been trying on social media. You can see that they're trying, but until you learn something. Mm-hmm. You learn that one insight, or you learn that one tip that just changes your entire life, or changes how you think about things, is super powerful. So Sarah, thank you so much for that opportunity, guys. If you guys are interested in actually doing actually joining our next boot camp, we're going to be announcing it here soon. You can go to rupesh.co. And there's an image there that you can go and get on the wait list, right, Sarah?
Yeah, definitely. So it was such a great experience, and I have to say, I have to say, I learned a bit from you, Rupesh. I hope that you took a couple things away from me, which just goes to show you that no matter where you are on your social media journey, there is always something to learn. We're always learning. So, and that's really our goal, is to just kind of continue just sharing the knowledge, because we all have amazing messages to share, and we all have something great to contribute, and we all do it in our own unique ways. So I'm always been a huge fan of share the knowledge, and let's all rise up together. So that was a lot of fun, and we're going to do some tweaks to it, kind of do different things, and I'm excited to then do it again. So definitely sign up for the wait list. It's going to be awesome. So much great stuff. So excited.
Absolutely. Well, everyone knows where people can find you, Sarah. It's at Ask a Concierge everywhere, across every single channel, including now Clubhouse. Actually, Clubhouse is just Sarah Dandashy, right?
No, Clubhouse is Ask a Concierge.
Is it? Oh my God, you're killing the game as far as branding. That's awesome. Sarah, it's a pleasure. I will see you not live next week, but I'll see you on a recorded video next week.
Definitely.
Thanks, Sarah.
All right, bye.
Bye. All right, guys. Sarah's awesome. Please link with her here on LinkedIn, YouTube, Clubhouse, wherever you are. She's amazing. And guess what? She's coming out with a book and she's working on it right now. And it's going to be out very soon. So I'm super excited about that. All right, guys. Let's get to the episode. And there's a bunch of people on. Thank you so much for commenting. Comment. Let us know where you're watching from. And let me pull up some people. Yeah, there was Amy right there. She was on the boot camp and she learned a bunch of stuff. She said she's a boot camper for life. Good morning to Kimberly. Guys, good morning to everyone that's watching. And today's episode is important because, as we talk about productivity this entire month, including next week, we're talking about ways to kind of save time. And that's why I actually changed this show to be 30 minutes, right? Now I was like, you know what? We're not going to spend an hour unless it's really valuable. I think 30 minutes in and out, it makes sense. And, we're all busy as we're doing things and working that we just need to optimize our time. And today we're talking about productivity hacks for social media. Now, I use a bunch of tools. I probably use like 40 tools that help me across all the stuff that I do on social, on different channels. But let me go through the top 5 hacks as far as social media. And these are important. If you want to write these down, I might even have some show notes later if you're interested. And by the way, we're giving away a $50 gift card to smartguests.com to somebody before the end of the show. So comment and let us know where you're watching from. And then what's one social media productivity hack that you use every single day in the comments right now, and hit the like button so we all share and we all get to learn. All right, so the number one thing, and these aren't in any order, is managing your time, right? Social media can just suck you in. You open up one post or a notification and all of a sudden you're down this path, and you could lose your whole productivity for the entire day just from this one notification, right? Or this one picture that somebody sent you or this link, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh my God, I've been on this thing for an hour. And now I've just lost a half my day because, or what I was working on because of just this one thing. So for me, when I'm working on other things besides social media, I put my phone away. I put it on vibrate. I turn it off. I just put it away from me as far as if I'm working and focused on something, because the last thing you want to do is go back and forth. You can never focus on one thing. You can't multitask if you're doing social media, or you're doing your accounting for your hotel, or you're doing arrivals or whatever it is for your hotels. But I feel like we waste a lot of time when we aren't productive with our time as far as just managing it. And maybe these notifications get put away. And if I look at my phone, it's over for me. I'm like, oh my God, I have this person trying to reach out to me, or this person sent me a message. And yeah, people are saying 2 hours later. It is true. We get sucked away from this. So my number one tip is manage your time. Understand there's times to put away your phone and schedule in. Yeah, that's right. George says schedule time for social media, schedule time for posting, come up with a game plan as far as if you're posting stuff, if you're a hotel, if you're your own personal brand, come up with some times where you can schedule your posts, right? And so I like to do that, and that's number one. All right, so number 2 is, we think about what to post on social, and it's so confusing, and you're like, oh, I don't know what to post, and I don't have an image, or maybe I don't want to post a picture of myself. Maybe I want to do text over a background, and I use this. And so one design tool that I use is Canva or Envato Elements, right? And it's amazing. I'm gonna see if I can put the link up right now real quick. There it is. I just created a short link to Canva, and that's actually my short link. And so if you want to optimize your design and stop wasting time trying to think of something to do, Canva is actually amazing, and so is Envato Elements. I subscribe to both of them, and it's awesome that we can quickly create content without struggling what to post or how to make it pretty. And so definitely hit up Canva or Elements, Envato Elements. I use it all the time. And by the way, Sarah's presentation that she does every single week, she built that on Canva, right? Which is amazing that you can just quickly knock something out. Our entire presentation for our bootcamp was made on Canva, right? So you don't need Photoshop anymore. You don't need these crazy expensive tools that are hard to learn or take up a lot of space on your computer or your phone or whatever. Use Canva. Use something very simple that can help you kind of optimize your time, get the fastest way to post stuff online, and keep going with your day, right? And so that's number 2. Number three, I don't currently use this because I have some free time where I can, share on social, but I have used these in the past, and I go to them when I don't have time. When I'm busy, when I have other things, or if I'm out of town, I schedule. So you can automate your posts, right? Your social media posts, you can automate them. So at a certain time, this post or this image or this text goes up onto certain platforms or all the platforms, which is awesome, right? So there are tools like Buffer, Hootsuite, Egger. Look those up and see how you can use them. And some of these have a free account where you can just go and post a few things, right? And learn how to optimize your time throughout your day, because maybe you're a busy hotelier, maybe you're a manager that doesn't have time to post stuff about what's happening in your market. If there's an event, but you got an article, somebody sent you an article, well, you can throw it into like a buffer, and it'll post at a certain time when all your guests that are looking are well engaged, or there's some times that everybody's on, like 6 p.m. or 6:45 p.m. or 7:45 p.m. at night after dinner, where people are back on their phones trying to look up things and search. And so that's a good time. There's Amy says there's Sprout Social. There's a bunch of automation tools out there that can help you grow and save time, because that's what we're here to do. We're optimizing, we're improving our productivity, and that's what it's about. So definitely automating tools can help you. All right, so the number 4 thing is repurpose your content. So this is something that you have to think about. I'm on multiple channels. I'm on Instagram. I'm on YouTube, I'm on YouTube. I'm on LinkedIn. I live on LinkedIn. That's like my number 1 channel, but I'm on other channels too. But I don't have time to go and make content specific for a channel, right? So what I do is, like a few days ago, I said, hey Instagram, or hey LinkedIn, I'm posting a video. I'm going to be on this, and then I went into the content. Well, I went back and said, you know what? How am I going to post this when I said LinkedIn? So I cut the beginning out and posted that video on Instagram. So now you can repurpose stuff, right? You can repurpose a video into text. So if you talked about like 3 things that your hotel's doing well, or what's happening in your market, you can turn that video that you made or the text into video. Like, you can go either way. So repurposing your content, just not for one type of media. Like, you could do video, you could do text, you could do pictures. Then you could have a picture and go to Canva. You can go have a picture of the top 5 things to do in your hotel or in your area. And I think that's powerful when you can repurpose. Then that saves a lot of time, instead of thinking of like, oh my God, what am I going to post now, right? And I love that when I post stuff, I make sure it's evergreen, so I can repurpose it. I can reuse it anytime. There's no like date connected to it where, oh, this stuff is old, right? So if you look at any of my articles, they're usually evergreen, where I'm talking about an idea that I can share it like in 5 years, and it still makes sense for what I'm passionate about, right? So that's number 4. All right, so number 5, and guys, if you like this, hit the like button and somebody comment that these are things that you guys are using or going to be using to help improve your productivity in the space as far as what you're doing. And all right, so the number 5th one is analytics. Now, if you're posting stuff on social media, are you analyzing what the return is? Because you're not just posting stuff just to post stuff, right? I post stuff and make sure that there's a call to action to it, right? Like, we get something out of it. So almost all my posts, I have analytics behind it. So what I use is do you know how many people actually visited your website? And so one tool that I use, Bitly. So before I post something, or if I have a link in there and it's going somewhere, like if I say, oh, check out my top 10 whatever articles about social media or hospitality or customer service, I put that link that I'm going to be sharing into Bitly, and then post that Bitly link into social media. So then I can track how many people actually clicked on it, what time, when, all those things, and then see what the results were. Because if you're just posting stuff and you don't know what the results are besides just likes, it doesn't make sense that you're just posting stuff, right? Unless you're just doing brand awareness. So use a tracking tool like Google Analytics or Bitly to help understand like what the engagement is and what happened to it as far as a call to action. All right, so is everybody getting this? Because I have one more bonus. I said I was gonna have 5, but I actually have 6. And the 6th one is a virtual assistant, right? Which is super powerful, and it helps all of us, like if you have an assistant to do something that you do all the time that can help you save a little bit of time to help you do something else that's more impactful in your life or in your career or in your day, I think that's important. So if you're talking about social media, I mean, I know a lot of people, and I have a virtual assistant or a few that help me with multiple things. I think is awesome that you can save a lot of time and be very productive. And I use onlinejobs.ph. I'll put the link up, see if I created one. Yeah. This is my bit.ly link actually to a virtual assistant. Right? Virtual assistants are super helpful as far as getting things done. Maybe you have accounting that you need to do and you do this paperwork all the time. Well, think about if you had just somebody to help you with just the repetitive stuff that you're doing every day, but online, right? If you needed help with posting on social media, think about like getting a VA for that. And they're actually super affordable if you think about how much time you're spending out compared to what else you could be doing to make a bigger impact in your hotel or yourself or your career. And so using a VA, and it's bit.ly, bit.ly, and then / get a VA, I think it's super important that we continue growing ourselves. We keep going. And I think that's important when we're talking about growing and being optimized. So those are the top 5, actually 6, and then social media hacks, productivity hacks that I want to share. Let's go to anybody have any questions on this? And let's see, Kimberly, she put the show notes in there. I love this. She put good. Thank you so much, Kimberly, for putting the show notes in here. Yeah, Christopher says bit.ly is important. And Amy says analytics are very are key. I think it's important when you can measure how you're going to improve. And guys, this is the end of the show. I wanted to keep it short and sweet. If you have any questions, hit the comments. And this week's episode, let me see if I can find a winner because I'm like focused on like 3 other channels. Let's see who I'm picking this week as far as a winner. And man, I think Amy actually won. She's Amy Montgomery. Congratulations. You just won a $50 gift card to smartguests.com. I'm looking at all the great comments she posted. Thank you so much. And look, Sarah says virtual assistants. She has some virtual assistants that are helping her continue because listen, she has thousands of followers. She has over 125,000 or 24,000 followers on Instagram, plus all the other channels. And she has a virtual assistant. So I think it's important that we all continue. Congratulations, Amy, for winning the $50 gift card to smartguests.com. Guys, any questions? Please hit me up. If you are looking for an invite on Clubhouse, please hit me up. And she says, yay, she's super happy. Thank you so much. And guys, we do this every week, Wednesday at 9:30 a.m. for 30 minutes. We share some tips, strategies, and bring on leaders. Guys, next month is all about revenue, making more money, revenue hacks, ways to improve the bottom line or to make more money as a side hustle for yourself. So I'm super excited about that. We have at least 4 different guests that are going to be amazing that are already booked in, and I'm super excited. Just a quick hint, one of the guests is a repeat, or actually a few of the guests are repeats because they were super popular last year, and one's from Star. So I'm excited about that and should be coming on at the end of the month, next month, and talking about how to improve your Star report, how to make more money. So next month is all about revenue. Next month is all about making more money as we all continue growing and as we all see an improvement in the hospitality space. Guys, thank you so much. Hit the like button and comment and let us know that you enjoyed this. And please share this link. Share this video, this live with the rest of your team because it's not just about us, it's about our entire team. And as we grow, we want them to grow too. And guys, hit up the website, rupesh.co/shows to see all the past episodes. We have over now 73 episodes. And guys, thank you so much. I'll talk to you next week.